shoot like this, then stay tuned. So what's up, you guys? It's your boy Woodger in the cut, back with another video, man. And today I am back with a shooting tip tutorial type of video. I'm back with a shooting tip video. You know, 2K21 been out for a couple weeks now, and people are still struggling to shoot on this game, believe it or not. And I can 100% tell you, if you watched the beginning and you seen the clips I showed, I hit a lot of shots now. I used to be one of the ones that was struggling to shoot until I figured it out. And I think the main problem is with shooting in this game and people who shoot in this game is they think it's 2K20. They think it's 2K20 and they act like this game is 2K20. Now, this game is similar in a lot of ways to 2K20, don't get me wrong, but definitely where it's different at is the shooting. The shooting is completely different in 2K20. And in all honesty, it's not easier, but it feels like it sometimes when you're shooting, because when the game is like, it's like not really that much delay. You're not getting fried, the server's not fucking up. You know, it's like a really good game to play because it feels really good to play this game. Like, they made a lot of improvements, you can see it, but they got a long way to go with this game. And I can 100% tell you that that's one of the main reasons why you're missing your shots right now. If you're timing your shots thinking I timed it right, you probably didn't, in all honesty, because that bar using the meter, that's a no-go. That meter, they need to buff that meter. That meter is terrible. But I'm getting sidetracked, so let me get back to the whole point of the video. So this is part one of the shooting tip video, and this part is just going to be showing you guys the badges I run, the badges I recommend for shooting. And this is a disclaimer: I'm a primary ball handler. I take most of the shots when I'm playing because I play point guard, so my badge setup is going to reflect that. Now, I can do a off ball type of badge setup for you guys if you guys want that, for the pure sharps out there, the stretches out there. If you want something of that nature, I can do a video for you guys out there specifically and show you what you should run. But for the most part, a lot of the badges that you will run on a primary ball handler shooter, it's the same badge you will run if you was on an off ball shooter, to be honest. So let's get right into it. So as you can see already, I have range extender and high zone hunter already off. Those are necessities. Those have to be the highest you can get them. If you can get them gold, put them gold. Get them off, put them off. Or if you don't even have that many badges, you need to dedicate putting these as high as you can get them, because these two badges alone are the most important shooting badges you will need in this game. Range extender is nice. It was nice last year, but it is nice this year. If you can get it off, you know what I mean. You just hit everything with this badge. Like, this badge just makes your player I don't know, it's just, badge is amazing. Same thing with high zone hunter. High zone hunter gives you a plus 20, I think a plus 20, plus 25 boost if you run it on off. I'm not sure. I will have a link to a video made by 2K Lab who discuss high zone hunter. So I will leave a link in the description on that. And hot zone hunter is a very crucial badge this year as well, because if you actually get those hot zones, you get a huge reward for it. So this, for you non-shooters or you low 3-point shooting builds out there, like you slashing plays and stuff, hot zone hunter is like your best friend. Range extender hot zone hunter is your best friend, because with those you can hit a lot more shots than you would if you just run those on a lower level, or if you're not running those at all. So make sure you are running these as high as you can get them. Now personally, I'm gonna show you my personal badge setup, and you can copy this if you want to. This is what worked for me, and I'm going to explain to you why I run these particular badges, and I'm gonna kind of give you alternates of what you can do if you don't want to run these badges. So let me go ahead and get that set up for you guys. So first, we want to do green machine silver, high start silver. We're going to do tireless shooter gold. We got to have difficult shots off for obvious reasons. And then after that, the last three usually are play badges, but I run corner specialist gold. So this is my usual badge setup. Now, I usually run my badge setup this way because it's a fade meta right now until they patch it. The meta is fading. If you're not fading, you're not gonna win a game, essentially, right? Fades go in more than standing shot threes these days. So my idea behind this is corner specialist is a nice badge. Number one, corner specialist is a really underrated badge, and it's a really, really good badge. If you run a corner specialist, you know what I'm talking about. Corner specialist is a really nice badge. Difficult shots, half, amazing badge. Even if you don't fade, run difficult shots because it damn near activates on every shot you take, to be honest. I don't know why it's like that, but this badge has saved me more times than anything, to be honest. Tallest shooter for obvious reasons. Stamina is extremely terrible in this game. You need to buff stamina. And 9 times out of 10, if you're a primary ball handler, especially if you're playing twos or you're in the stage and you're just playing against blocks that's just constantly bumping you and draining your energy, and you're constantly running through those screens and you're constantly just getting body bump animations and stuff like that, tallest shooter on gold or half is amazing because you will green that shot when you're blinking red. It's an amazing badge. I promise you, it's an amazing badge, right? So there's 3 things I do want to discuss about this badge setup. Number 1 is green machine. Now this, in my experience, is if you run green machine on a lower level, if you have a higher 3, then it's more beneficial to you. That's how it was last year for me. A lot of people ran it half. I didn't really agree with running it half because I was like, if my 3 is a 99, why do I need half green machine? The green window is big as hell already. So why would I run half green machine to make it that much bigger? I understand the logic behind it, but think of this, bear with me sometimes. Bear with me with this real quick. Green machine half is a really nice badge, right? But why run that half when you can run it on silver and you can get extra badge slots? Essentially, green machine only I can't even speak right now. What's going on? Green machine only activates after 3 threes, I think, if I'm not mistaken, after you hit 3 shots or something like that. So after 3 shots, green machine activates, right? Now, like the point I was making, if your green window is already extremely huge because you have a high 3-point rating, there's no point in running that badge on half. Because I noticed that when I was running it on gold and half, I was shooting a lot more whites. I wasn't hitting like the green window as much, and I don't know if it's because the green window was extremely big and I couldn't just time it no more, or what it is, but when I had it on half, I couldn't just green like that like I wanted to no more. And I noticed that a lot of people on this game who run that badge half shoot a lot of whites. They shoot a lot of whites. They go in, but they shoot a lot of whites. They don't get that many greens. And for me, if you see me in the beginning, all those clips, that is with green machine on silver. And then that is also because I know my shot. That's just taking good shots. And I just like to throw in real quick that watch me live. I stream on YouTube. I'm going to start streaming on Twitch really soon. I gotta get everything set up back over there again because YouTube streaming is kind of weird for me. So I'm gonna be streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Definitely subscribe and follow those, turn notifications on, and come watch me live and watch how I play live and watch the same shots that I shot in those clips, all those greens. I play the same exact way on stream. And trust me, you won't be disappointed if you watch. So green machine on silver is a really nice badge. I feel like you don't need to know higher than that, especially if you are a shooter with a high 3-pointer. Now, if you're a non-shooter, it's a little bit different. I would run green machine on gold, maybe, just because it'll help you out, you know, getting that green window bigger so you can time it easier. But for me, if you're a shooter, silver green machine is the way to go. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is why I run hot start. Hot start, in my opinion, is a better badge than volume shooter. Volume shooter is still a good badge, but hot start is better to me. Why do I say that? Is because if you believe you're a good enough shooter, if you believe that you know your shot and you can hit most of your shots, if you can hit your first shot, if you believe that, hot start is an amazing badge. All those clips you see in the beginning and future gameplays you're going to see is going to be me running hot start on silver and green machine silver. This combination right here is an underrated combination. These 2 badges on silver is probably the best silver badges in the game. I don't know what it is, but I just hit a lot of shots with these 2 badges when they're on together. If I upgrade one, like if I decide to put hot start on gold, sometimes I have to put green machine on. Like I have to pair them together because they just work so amazing together. It's just crazy how good these badges is. If you haven't tried this combination, try it. Hot start silver, green machine silver. Try it out. Let me know how it works. I promise you, it's an amazing badge setup. The third thing I want to talk about with this badge setup is Deadeye. Deadeye is not needed this year. So far, the way the game is right now, you do not need to have dead eye to hit shots, to hit contested shots. Every comp guard in this game, every comp stage guard, every comp park player, if they are a good guard, they are not running dead eye, 100% guaranteed. And for an example, and the reason why I don't run dead eye is Zuli. A lot of you guys know Zuli. I played Zuli recently in a 2-on-2 game, and it was like a little close game, but Zuli was hitting a lot of contested shots on me. You know, Zuli like fade, and he was hitting a lot of contested shots in me and my big man face, just hitting a lot of shots. And I was just like, man, you gotta be running dead eye, steady shooter or something, right? I checked his badges, and you know he wasn't even running dead eye. So after that, I stopped running dead eye, and I started noticing that I don't need dead eye. I hit the same shots that I would hit with or without it. It don't ever pop up when it's on. So it's like, until that badge is working or proving to work, there's no point in running that badge, in my opinion. You're just wasting a badge slot. You can upgrade. It's so many more worthy badges out there. Hell, steady shooter work better than dead eye, in my opinion. So it's like, it's better badges out there than dead eye, in all honesty. But that is my badge setup that I like to run, and those are my recommended badges if you're a guard. Now I do have some alternates that you can do. So volume shooter, flexible release, foot shooter, and catch and shoot. Now I would say if you want a volume shooter, run flexible release with that if you can, but definitely one or the other. These are really good badges. Flexible release really didn't work that well last year, but this year, flexible release is amazing. So many people hit so many whites with that badge, it's crazy. Flexible release is an amazing badge this year, and it's one of those badges you don't even have to run high. You can just run it on silver or gold. Really, silver is like a peak, and you would hit so many whites. Volume shooter is another badge that's just amazing this year, because people miss a lot of shots, so why not run volume shooter, right? You run volume shooter on silver, that's all you need, in all honesty. It's an amazing badge this year. And the reason why I say pair those two together, because every time I play somebody that hits non-stop whites and don't get any greens, if I check their badges, they're running flexible release and volume shooter together every single time. So maybe that's the secret to hitting whites consistently, is running those two badges together. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know from my experience using these two badges, if you do want to run these badges, these are some really good badges to run, and I recommend running these badges on silver. Nothing higher than that. Plus shooter is just an amazing badge. You can run it half, you can run it on silver, gold. The bronze really don't do nothing, but if you run it on silver and above, it's an amazing badge. I recommend this badge. I've been running that badge since 2K20, and that badge just get it done when it comes to like hitting crazy shots at the end of the game and you need to win. This badge is just amazing. It's a slept on badge. If you're interested in running it, I definitely recommend running that badge. Another slept on badge is catch and shoot. Catch and shoot, if you this is the #1 badge you want to run if you're an off-ball shooter. This badge right here is the #1 badge you want to run. You want to run this badge as high as you can get it, because catch and shoot, it boosts your shots so much this year, and people miss so many shots this year. You need that extra boost. So if you having trouble shooting, try running catch and shoot. Try running catch and shoot and see what it does for you. Every time I run this badge is crazy. This badge on like gold or half is crazy. Even on silver is crazy. This badge is amazing. Really good badge. But outside of that, these are all the badges I recommend using. Every badge I've listed so far are the best badges in the game. Some of these other ones is just questionable, or they just alright, or you don't really know what they do, or they just inconsistent or whatever. But the ones that I listed to you guys, I recommend, and even the alternate badges I recommended, those are the best badges in the game to use. And those at the levels I said are the best levels to run it. You can try running different levels, whatever work for you. But personally, for me, in my experience, running those at lower levels is underrated. Running badges at a lower level is underrated this year. If you run a badge on silver or gold and get another badge to go with it, like even if it's a bronze badge, it's underrated. You just might have boosted you hitting that many more shots. But it's been your boy Widget, man. And this is part 1. I will be dropping a part 2 with a more in-depth detail about shooting, type of shots you want to take, and things like that. So let me know if you guys want that in the comment section. Drop a like for me. But other than that, it's your boy Widget, and I'm out, man. Peace.